Hey there, it's YoBo. Welcome back to day 253 of life according to YoBo. Woo-wee! 2016 is wonderful because I have not had one day of mess. I have not had one day of stress and not one day of BS. Same for 2015. 365 days of the year. Boo, I ain't had none of it. And I hope you are applying the principles I'm giving you because you can rid your life of all that stuff. We are in the Mattie Canton Bowie series. The last 2 days I told you about my sister's phone call after I just put all her business out there on Front Street. I ain't lying. She was so mean and nasty up in my daddy's house. And it wasn't until this week that we had a conversation. Pause, please, Clark sisters. It wasn't until this week when we had a conversation and she told me that she went to therapy, not just once, but she went through it twice, getting down to the nitty-gritty. The first thing she said was they gave me the tools. Before I finish telling you what she said, because I'm going to wrap it all up today, she said therapy provided her with tools. What do you do with tools? When I think of tools, I think about my daddy. In the garage, my daddy had several sets of tools. He had tools that he used when he, getting ready to cuss, excuse me, y'all. Tools he used when he worked, told you I was going to cuss, when he worked on his car. Then he had another set of tools that he used when he, getting ready to cuss again, when he worked in the backyard. There were tools he used to trim the hedges. There were tools he used to garden, when he planted his tomatoes and his onions and his collard greens and his mustard greens and his turnip greens and his string beans. Jesus, I'm feeling the Holy Ghost. Some homegrown tomatoes right now. I would trade one of my grandchildren for a basket of homegrown tomatoes. Back in the day, those men, they didn't have a gardener. If there was a problem with the radiator, if there was a problem with the water heater, if there was a problem with the roof, the men of the house, they fixed all that. You didn't call out the plumber. We never had a plumber come to our house. If the washing machine broke, Daddy fixed it. If the refrigerator broke, Daddy fixed it. If there was a leak in the ceiling, Daddy fixed it. Men fixed everything, so he had tools. Therapy, she said, gave her the tools. Once you get these tools, there's work that you have to do. Unfortunately, we as in these here kind of peoples right here, we want to pray about everything. Oh, Jesus. Oh, I rebuke the devil. Oh, I bind the devil. Oh, get behind me, Satan. Oh, I take authority over you. Okay. Oh, all right. That's go ahead on. Do all that. But keep on reading in the Bible. It said faith without, you know that cuss word is in the Bible too. Faith without works is dead. Once you get through praying and confessing and rebuking and binding the devil, you're still going to have to work. Prayer is a good thing. When you get to the point that you can pray about it, at least you're acknowledging that you need help. So if you have been praying about it for years and years and years and nothing has happened, well, I just told you why nothing has happened. Because you're going to have to do some work along with your prayer. Faith without works is dead. It's in that Bible somewhere. I don't know where it is, but it's in there somewhere. So my sister, the last 2 days, I've gone through the work that she had to do to get to the point where she could live her best life. That's the message she wanted me to share with you. It is possible to live your best life. If that, Jesus, have mercy. She's changed, so let me change. If my dear, sweet sister could manage to get over it, because, that was an evil witch. She was evil. 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 And if she put in the work and she's at a point now where she said she is living the best life, I'm going to take her word for it. I ain't going to live with her now. No, Lordie. If she says she's moved past it, okay. I promise you, I ain't moving in with her because, I don't know if I can believe her. I don't know. But the main thing is, she wanted me to tell you, she did it, and you can do it too. Her plan was for Daddy to be dead in 6 to 18 months when she came to California. She did not come to stay for a long spell. She came for about a year or two. Then she'd help me get Mama situated. She could go on and live her life. She did not know it was going to call for her sacrificing everything, where she could not work, could not go to work. We couldn't. When he got to the point where he couldn't walk, it's a matter of, when he come out the bathroom, one of us hold him up while the other one, we'd have our little box of baby wipes, and we'd have everything laid out. We'd have the baby wipes with the soap on them, several with soap, and then we get a couple of baby wipes, we stick them in the Vaseline like that, and get a couple of those, and because we want to make sure Daddy didn't get bed sores. So, like I said, it took two of us. One's gonna hold him up. The other one, while you holding up Daddy like this, then the other one is working. So she said she didn't like wet work. So there I am. I'm steadily cleaning and getting him done. Okay, so the person who cleans him, that's the one who has to stay and sanitize the bathroom. And the other one of us would help him get back to his chair, walk with him back to his chair and get him seated, get him situated, that sort of thing. Okay. Usually if she was doing the cooking, then I'd have my son or somebody else help me with it. But that is what we did. When I say hands-on caregiving, that's what we did, for real. And in all that, she said, had it not been for that experience, I wouldn't be where I am right now. One thing led to another. And when I was living in that house, I was at rock bottom. And when an experience takes you to rock bottom, anybody feel like that's where you are? Just wave your hand. If you say, YoBo, girl, you talking to me right now. Honey, I done had something knock the wind out of me, YoBo. I am at rock bottom. Got my notes right here. She said, when you are at rock bottom, there's no place to go but up. Had it not been for me being there, she said, I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be living in downtown Baltimore. I would not be a full-time college student with a 3.918 GPA. I wouldn't have my own apartment. I would not be working for the FDA. Why does she have a 3.918 GPA? She asked. Because I'm the only person I have to take care of. That's what she's wanted all her life. Let me get to a place where I can be the only person I take care of. You ever hear the dreams come true? And it's okay, whatever your dream is, dreams come true. Just keep on dreaming. Her dream has come true. She don't have no children to take care of, no grandchildren, no husband, no old man, no house full of people to cook for. It's nobody but her. And it took her coming to California to make it back there. And you may be saying, what's the connection? Because I had a friend in Maryland. And she ended up going there to be with her. We happened to be on the East Coast together. My friend was pregnant, went to the doctor. The doctor said, you're on complete bed rest. And there we are at her house. She's got a husband, she's got 2 children, and on complete bed rest, and she's thinking, okay, what am I going to do? I mean, the doctor says if I'm going to have this baby, I got to stay in the bed. Gail said to her, I'll stay here with you. She says, is that okay with you, Yolanda? You go back to California and let me stay here with you to help her. I said, well, that's fine with me. So I went back to California, left her there. She stayed there a few months, came back to California, but eventually she moved back in with my friend and my friend's family. And from there, she started going to college. She went to community college. And she was there watching the baby. Because then, you know, the friend was panicking. Oh, Lord, now once I have the baby, I got to take the baby out of the snow. She said, don't worry about it. I'll stay with you through the spring. That's the deal they made. The baby was born in August. She came home. Let's see. She came home. Maybe. Yeah, when she came home, that's right. She came home, I think, in October just to pack some things, and she left. But she was going to come back in March. But anyway, she decided to stay there, which was all right with me, if you know what I'm saying. Ooh, thank you. Ooh, glory. Ooh, I get joy when I think about it. Hey, thank you. When life doesn't go according to your plans, my sister said, there is a reason. But you can't give up. And I said that you can't be mean. She said, sometimes that's part of your process. You can't appreciate the light until you've been in the darkness. That whole experience at my daddy's house, and see, it was more to it than just being at daddy's house. Did I tell you all that daddy lived next door to the most ghetto fabulous N-words you have ever seen in your life? I ain't got a problem with people saying the N-word, because, honey, them peoples ain't Negroes. Those are some straight up N-words. If you think I'm lying, come stay at my daddy's house for 2 weeks. You're going to be ready to go the third day. She said you can't appreciate the light until you've been in the dark. I was just telling my cousin today, I said, I love my home. I love being at home. My husband wants to take me out to dinner sometimes. He wants to go places, but I like being at home. It ain't nobody here but me. When I go to bed at night, the kitchen look the same way in the morning that it did when I went to bed at night. The bathroom, it looked the same way in the morning as it did when I went to bed that night. I ain't got to hear no cussing. I ain't got to hear no loud music, rap music. I ain't got to hear none of that. I love being in my own home. Gail said the journey for her final message, 2 lines. She said, it won't be painful. You think you can't get over it because it's going to be painful. She said, no, it won't be painful. It's only painful when you don't want to change. Woo-wee! Ha! Play me some shout music on that one. That's good. That's some good stuff right there. Woo! Y'all need to go back and listen to this again. Day 251, 252, and 253. This right here is good. I have listened to these messages at least 5 times, and I'm going to listen to them some more. Well, life according to YoBo, Gail said you not anywhere near through. You got a lot more stuff you got to talk about. When you all come on back tomorrow, as we still keep on working on getting over it. Like the old song used to say, my soul look back and wonder how I got over. All right, y'all. Come back tomorrow. Tomorrow will be day 254 of what? Life according to YoBo.